So, you know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Fisher. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, check.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On 1st down, Fisher. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 43-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got Snead. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. Fisher. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on second and 14. Jackson, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down now, it's Fisher, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Third and goal, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on first and second down, and it's first and second and goal. And then on third down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On first down, Jones. Got a man open, that's Harry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing Jones to Michelle on the screen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. 1 play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, D.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Come on, set. 18 Gators. 54. Right, 54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Jones now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Ready. Ball shot. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team. We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, Fisher. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a throw here to his running back. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but they love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Play action. Now Jackson steps away. He's going to let it go deep for the end. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 28 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. Dixon, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Fisher. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Hey, he's crashing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fisher. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Back to throw. Jones. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal, and they will run it with Michel. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. Back to throw. Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 8 yards out. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fisher. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it out to his left. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
51's the mark. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll keep it on the ground. Fisher. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go! Here we go, here we go. Right now you must be getting tired of seeing me.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side. Fisher, he'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a give, right side. Fisher. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Escaping the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 52 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher.
Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Ravens.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Patriots 28. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete.
We got this.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that.